Herbie Thorpe's breeding and racing stud. Some fantastic pigeons. I had a look at these pigeons just before we turned on the cameras. We're going to show you some of the pigeons now, and I have to say, unbelievable Vanderbilt pigeons, Leo Harmon pigeons, Andre Rudolph pigeons, you name them, they are here, and really quality. Herbie, could you show us a couple of these pigeons?
This is the first pigeon, Gerry. This is the father of Sheldon, the Irish Outlaw Fed champion young bird this year. He's a son of Kittle, and he's also a grandson of Tom Andre Rudolph.
Unbelievable. So this pigeon here, he's actually the sire of the champion pigeon in the South Road Federation this year, and he's a beautiful cock. What did you say his name was?
His name is Tom Kittle.
Tom Kittle, and the sire of the thing. Has he bred some other pigeons as well?
Yeah, it's his first year in the stud here, and already he's bred the South Road Fed young bird champion.
And he's the direct son of the
Kittle,
world's famous Kittle.
and a grandson of Tom Andre Rudolph.
Well, you can't get any better than breeding that. And his first go, we bred the champion of the South Road Fed. So many years ahead of breeding. In your auction that you have coming up, have you put a pigeon in on?
Yeah, so the mealy pigeon in off him. I think he's lot one.
Lot one. Off this cock, direct off this cock.
Direct off this cock, yeah.
Unbelievable. He's a fantastic pigeon. He's lovely balance, feather and quality in him. Everything a good breeding pigeon needs. Maybe Herbie will show us a couple of other pigeons there as well. We just want to get him back.
Yeah.
Okay, Herbie, we've got another pigeon here. Maybe you'd like to show me.
This is Oscar. Oscar bred the second best pigeon in the Fed this year, Gerry. He also bred the first and second club, first and second section, and sixth and eighth out the Fed.
And he's gone through a terrific mould. Again, the balance of the pigeon, you can feel the way they're built for speed, and he's a direct son of Oscar, is he?
No, he's a direct son of Alfie.
Oh, this is Oscar himself,
Yeah.
sorry, yeah.
There is a pigeon in the sale off Alfie.
So you could buy a pigeon nearly the same way bred
Bred the same, it is half
in the
of it,
sale,
yeah.
so you're not holding that back. Everything that's in the sale is all the top pigeons. He's a beautiful cock. And just quickly again, what did he breed?
He bred the second best pigeon in the Irish South Road Fed this year. He bred the first and second club, sixth and eighth Fed, and first and second club, first and second section, and sixth and eighth Fed this year.
And you can buy a pigeon much the same as this fella.
Yeah, his father, there's a pigeon off his father.
Alfie in the same. And this is Vanderbilt at its very best.
He's Vanderbilt, yeah. His mother is Natalie, she's a daughter of Greipel, and his father is a grandchild of the 992. He's also a half brother to the American.
If you want Vanderbilt, you can't get this fella here, which is like all the pigeons that's here today. Herbie has one of the best collection of Vanderbilt pigeons in Europe, he has. Okay, Herbie, we have something really special to show people. I reckon myself this could be one of the best breeding sons of the world's famous Kittle, this cock himself. What do you call him? Carl,
this is called Carl, Gerry. Last year he was the grandsire of the SKIBBEREEN National. Last year he was the grandsire of the second place in Wild Atlantic Way, one loft race. This year he bred Luke first open.
From SKIBBEREEN.
From SKIBBEREEN in the Irish South Road Fed. He bred another cock, the 200 cock, which is also 2 top fed calves this year. But the thing I really like, Gerry, his 2 daughters here, and he bred 8 fed calves between his 2 daughters in the first year in the stock lot in the Irish South Road Fed this year.
That's all coming out of this one cock, direct children of them. One of them bred the SKIBBEREEN Open winner this year, 2020.
He bred it.
Yeah, he bred it himself.
Yeah.
The daughter of him bred the pigeon that was second in the Royal Atlantic Way 2019, winning 15,000. Eric Kennedy win first in the SKIBBEREEN National 2019 with a young bird bred from this son of this cock bred the SKIBBEREEN National winner. So there you go, 3 pigeons. SKIBBEREEN National winner with the Irish National Flying Club, an Open winner in the South Road Federation, and another one of his children bred the second of the Royal Atlantic Way. Not too many of them type of pigeons in a dozen. And there's been, I'd say there's probably only been 1 pigeon race, 2 pigeons raced in this cock ever.
The first year ever racing youngsters from this cock was this year, and one of them has won the Open, and the other one also has 2 fed cars. Coming with the first and second pigeons, first and second section, and they were 6th, 8th and 9th federation. His child being 9th federation and 4th club.
So there has been 2 pigeons raced from the cock, and unbelievable what obviously with the value of the cock. It's hard to put pigeons in the racing, but they did put 2 in them, and look at what they got, struck gold straight away with them. So there's a pigeon lot number 9, which I highly recommend myself to pair to lot number 1 to form a golden couple in Herbie's auction. Super pigeon, this pigeon. Okay, Herbie, we've something special here. I believe this one is direct from Olympic Rosita, who is actually the mother of the Kittle, the Greipel, the new Kittle, and all them champion pigeons. This fella is a half brother to all them, but something special. His father is the world famous 992, brother to Good Road 992. So, Herbie, can you just tell me something about this cock and what he actually bred, this fella here?
Well, we only raced 1 pigeon off him this year, and he was first club, and he was first club 16th fed, 9,500 pigeons. But he's responsible. He's the grandsire of 2 national winners and an open winner in Germany in the last year.
That's unbelievable. So that's children now of this fella that bred the national winner and opening winner. Only 1 pigeon raced from this pigeon in Dublin as a first prize winner.
He's a couple of other top fed cards as well.
So this pigeon, it's nice to actually handle a half brother to the world's famous Kittle, and he, you know what I mean, he looks like Olympic Rosita, who's his mother. These are, as I say, a really super team of Van der Bull pigeons, and I don't care where you go, they have them here at the stud. All the main pigeons from the Van der Bull pan. This is a serious pigeon. So I'll hand it back and maybe we get another. Okay, Herbie, what have we got now?
This is the Bandit. Now the Bandit is the grandsire of Sheldon, the Irish South Road Fed Young World Champion this year. He's also grandsire to 630. 630 is first club 4th fed, nearly 4,000 pigeons. He's first club 5th fed, 10,000 plus pigeons, and she's 6 other fed cards up to 12,000 pigeons. This year paired to a daughter of Carl, he bred 3 fed cards.
And I believe this is the sire of Shellen Leonard's famous pigeon Odetta, who Shellen described as the best pigeon he ever raced in his life. This is the father of the pigeon?
That's the father of it. I'm going to show you Odetta in a minute.
And how did you come to get this?
I bought it at a sale.
You bought it at the Flanders big sale that they had on EPW, So he's a super pigeon. So there's a pigeon in the sale.
A daughter of him.
So it'd be a half sister to the Sheldon's famous Odetta. I believe Odetta's here as well.
Yeah, Odetta's here, yeah.
It's unbelievable breeding there.
This cock himself this year bred 3 fed cards with a daughter of Carl also.
It's unbelievable, yeah, really serious. So anybody looking for the thing is to have a half sister, that pigeon Odetta. Not only was she a champion racing pigeon, myself and John Hayden were down there the day she lit in the SKIBBEREEN National, and she done really well that day. She won our section in the South Leinster Fed that day as well, and she was well up in the National as well. Really serious pigeon. You're able to buy 1 direct from this cock, and I would highly recommend it. So Herbie, maybe you get us another pigeon there. These are class pigeons, one after another. Okay, Herbie, what have you got for me now?
Right, this is Mr. Perfection. He's a full brother to Odetta. He's also the sire of 630, which earlier I spoke about her. She's a first club 4th fed, a 4th open, first club 5th fed, and 6 other fed cards. Up to 12,000 pigeons.
So he's a full brother to Odetta.
Full brother to Odetta. He's the Bandit is his sire.
So he's a direct son of the Bandit, and you can buy 1 in the sale, much the same way bred as him. Much the same way bred as him. Direct off his sire, the Bandit. Yeah. So he's the father of this famous 630.
He's the father.
I remember one of the races. His daughter John was missing the pigeon on. John Hayden was missing the boys were missing the pigeon on the night of the race, and John was very upset, and he said, "Gerry, that pigeon is dead." And lucky enough, 2 days later, he rang me. He says, "Gerry, the hen's just in the garden, broke up. She was getting badly broke up." So they weren't going to take any more chances with her. So she's back up here now breeding. So I'm sure she's going to breed a lot of winners in years to come. He's a beautiful cock. He's lovely balance, lovely shape, feather and quality. Everything a real good pigeon. needs, and I'm sure he's going to breed a lot of winners, continuing breeding a lot of winners here at the stud as well. Unbelievable pigeon, yeah, really nice. Okay, Herbie, looks like something special in your hand there. Could you tell me what we've got here?
This is Odetta, Gerry. She's 9 first prizes for Sheldon. She won an opener, 1,800 boards. She won another race at 1,050 boards. The thing I really like, fair play to Sheldon, he sent her to Penzance, and she won Penzance also. Her first nest ever in Proudstown, she bred the Irish South Road Fed champion with Tomka.
I remember the last time I handled this hen, myself and John Hayden was down in Sheldon's, and Sheldon says the mealy hen will definitely be the first pigeon of that day, his first pigeon, and he had a good team away. I don't know whether he 15 or 20 in the national, and he predicted that this hen would be his first pigeon, and sure enough we weren't there that long, and a mealy hen, Sheldon said here she is, and she landed on the board and she ran in, and we handled her just after. Within 20 minutes of going in. She was a beautiful hen, not handling as well as she's handling now. She's a super hen. She win, is it 9 first prizes?
9 first prizes, yeah.
And how brave it was Sheldon to send her to Penzance and clotter and win now with Penzance.
But also, Gerry, like she bred in her first ever nest here, she bred the Irish South Road Fed champion young one.
Well, as I say, and anybody that looked at any of the videos, good pigeons are good pigeons, and good pigeons will breed good pigeons, and she's proved exactly what I was saying by doing. She's a beautiful hen. She's a lovely shaped hen, and lot number 1 is direct off this hen in the sale, paired with what is the cock?
The Tomka. He's a son of Kittle, and he's also a grandson of Andre Rudhoff's Tom.
And it's her son that I recommend to pair with the pigeon of Carl, lot number 9. So 1 and 9 to form a golden couple. Anybody who wants to take. My advice, Sheldon described this hen as the best racing pigeon he ever had, and Sheldon has had some really good pigeons in his hands over the years, and he reckons this hen here, so to get one direct from this hen, he'll be doing very well. Yeah?
Okay.
She's lovely, she is. Okay, Herbie, I believe we have the son here, about Odetta here. Could you tell me a little bit about this cock pigeon?
This is Sheldon. This is the Irish South Road Fed Young Board Champion 2020, Gerry.
Unbelievable, it's a privilege to hold the cock. Champion of the Irish South Road Fed, ranging from 4,000, some weeks went probably up to 10, 12,000 pigeons. After the 12 races, this cock here is the champion pigeon of the Federation. He's a lovely young cock. He's direct of Odetta. I told you Odetta win 9 first prizes. The sort of this pigeon is Kittle Tom, is it?
Yeah, Tom Kittle is his name. He's a son of Kittle and a grandson of Tom.
And I think we have a pigeon in the sale.
Lot 1 is a full brother.
Oh, that's the cock. Yeah, it's his full brother that I recommend. I suppose I can't go too far wrong recommending pigeons of that calibre. He's a really nice cock and something very special. Okay, Herbie, I believe this is the mother of your SKIBBEREEN Open winner.
Yeah, this is the Van Mechelen hen, which would have bred 7 first prizes. She bred a first open and she's bred a second fed.
Can't ask much more than that from a pigeon. She's bred 7 individual first prize winners. She's a beautiful hen as well. She's starting to kick on there.
7 individual first prize winners in the Dublin North East.
There you go, which is a very strong, club. She's a beautiful hen. You can see, as I say, she has the quality that I always look for in the pigeons, and she has. I know it's easy after you're not being told they breed 7 winners. She's bred an open winner, a pigeon that was second in the South Road Fed. Many boards would have been in the South Road Fed.
We'd have 6 to 12,000.
Yeah, she's a beautiful hen. Yeah, she's nice. She's really nice. Yeah, I believe we've got a special hen here now.
Yeah, this is the mother of lot 9. Now, she's also the mother of 630, which, as I said earlier, she's first club 4th open, first club 5th fed, and she's 8 fed cards altogether from 6 to 12,000 pigeons.
She's a beautiful pigeon. I believe this hen bred a section winner this year as well.
She bred a section winner this year as well.
And she's bred for the job. I believe she's a half sister to New Olympic Girl, the pigeon that was a national ace pigeon herself.
She's a half sister of New Olympic Girl, which was second out of 39,000 pigeons. She's also Carl, the son of Kittle. Of our sister New Olympic Girl is his mother. So that's right, why I paired them, and you have lot 9 from this pairing.
Unbelievable. So There's a pigeon in the sale, the checker hen in the sale is from Poor paired with the son of the Kittle cock.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
unbelievable. So
Yeah.
there you go.
So the son of the Kittle cock bred Luke, the open winner. So she bred 630, which is the 8 fed cards, and he bred the open winner.
And she bred a section winner as well.
And she bred a section winner this year.
Winner as well.
Yeah.
And I think it's very important that she's a half sister to the a national lace pigeon, new Olympic girl. Leo Herman's at its very, 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 very best here. She's a class act, she is. She's heavy in the mould, so we won't prolong holding her any longer. She's a beautiful. Okay, Herbie, I believe we've got something special here again.
This is Luke, the open winner from SKIBBEREEN, the last young bird race of the season.
He's a really nice pigeon, and it's great to handle. I'm at handling the champion pigeon of the federation. Now I'm at handling an open winner, all in the one lofts, raced by John Hayden and Herbie Thorpe in the Dublin Northeast. Champion pigeon of the South Row Fed, and this pigeon here, the open winner. I believe this pigeon here, he's a direct son of Carl, who's the son of the world's famous Kittle. Not only is he the son of Kittle, he's also the son of new Olympic girl. 2 national lace pigeons paired together to breed Carl, and these have bred this pigeon. Only I think 2 pigeons raced from the pair this year, 2020. And one of them is an open winner.
His other brother has 2 top federation.
And his other brother, so 2 out of 2, unbelievable. Not only that, this pigeon here in my hand, it's the open winner. He's a half brother to the pigeon that bred Eric Kennedy's SKIBBEREEN national winner 2019. He's also a half brother to the pigeon that bred second in the Wild Atlantic Way last year, winning 15,000 in that race of Sean Hunt's. Unbelievable pigeons. Really, Herbie has arrived with these. As I say, there's only these pigeons are getting raced. Full teams of them in section T and section N, and both lofts top fanchers in both sections, including champion Florida several special pigeons. Okay, Herbie, I believe we've got a direct daughter of the world's famous Greipel. As everybody knows, Greipel is full brother to the world's famous Kittle.
Yeah.
So she, first of all, straight away into the hand, she's a quality hen pigeon, lovely shape pigeon for sprint racing. She's a real class pigeon. I'd say she's bred some good pigeons.
She has, and she's the Grand Dame this year, the second best young bird in the Fed. We won the races this year. 2 of our pigeons were second and third club, and the 2 of them are up in the first 25 of 9,500 pigeons also. So she's the Dame and Grand Dame of some top federation pigeons this year alone.
Unbelievable, yeah. She's so she's bred plenty of winners. She has, and
she's the mother of Oscar, which bred the first and second club, first and second section, 6th and 8th open also. Or 6th and 8th open fed also.
She's a beautiful hen. She's a lovely. She's sort of the same shape as the 992 pigeon. Unbelievable.
But she's actually Greipel back to a sister of Olympic Rosita.
As I'm saying, if it's Van der Bull pigeons or Leo Herman's, I don't care where you go, you can't get any better than what's in these lofts here today. So she's really a class hen. She's a direct daughter of the Greipel, and she's bred all the winners, so you can't ask how much more.
Dame and Grand Dame to some very good pigeons here. Oscar being, John Hayden picked Oscar in fairness to him, and he's gone on to be a super breeder.
I'd expect nothing else from John Hayden. We've got another class Van der Bull pigeon here, really nice hen. What's she?
She's a daughter of Kittle, when Kittle was paired back to a sister of his mother, Gerry.
Olympic Rosita. So there you go, we have here a direct daughter of the world's famous Kittle when paired to a full sister of Kittle's mother, who was Olympic Rosita. They don't come any better than that. She's a really nice hen. Herbie, has she bred you?
Yeah, she's starting, only breeding off her this year, only racing off her this year. In the last open, there was youngsters up, and a couple of times in the year she's bred good fed cards.
Yeah, she
has. One of our youngsters in the last hard SKIBBEREEN, one of our youngsters was 20th open.
And she's very like her grandmother, Olympic Rosita. She's a really classy hen.
Yeah.
So, direct daughter of the world's famous Kittle, unbelievable. Many direct children have we got from Kittle?
I have 4 direct children from Kittle and 4 direct children from Greipel.
That's unbelievable. Yeah, that's she's a lovely,
And
lovely
a
hen.
half brother to
Herbie's just handed me another direct daughter of the world's famous Kittle. She's a lovely, lovely hen as well. Nice shape about her. She's actually handled something like the cock Carl in that way, and she's a bit like Carl. What was the Kittle pair to the breed this hen?
It's one of Yannick's top hens. Another sister to Kittle. Sister to Olympic Rosita.
So there you go. So is she a full sister to the last hen?
Yeah.
We had full sister. She's a beautiful hen, and as I said, to have these quality hens around you to pair with all these cocks, she's really, really special. She is. Nice hen as well. Herbie, we have another nice mealy pigeon here. What is this one?
Well, this is a direct daughter of the Mealy Kittle. This pigeon in 2018 she bred Abby first open pigeon. She's the dam and granddam to some top federation pigeons now. She's also the dam of Abby, the first open SKIBBEREEN.
She's the dam of Abby?
Yeah.
She's actually bred Abby
she's
herself?
Bred the open winner, yeah. There's a full brother of Abby in the sale.
So there's a pigeon in the sale of this hen.
Same
here.
way bred as Abby, the 2018.
And what did you say the father of this hen was?
The father of this hen is the Mealy Kittle.
Mealy Kittle, that's the famous pigeon of Flanders, is
That's
it?
yeah.
It's a really, really nice, and he was a direct son of the Kittle himself, yeah. She's a really nice
She's
hen.
a granddaughter of Kittle.
Unbelievable.
But she's had to breed some really good pigeons, including an open winner.
She's bred Abby. That was 2019.
No, 2018.
18 SKIBBEREEN.
SKIBBEREEN open.
So you've won that, and then you've come back and you've win the open again this year with these same type of pigeons. She's a beautiful, beautiful hen as well. So there you go. That's
There's
class
some
as well.
pigeons in the sale from Abby, the open winner, compared to a son of Greipel.
So there you go. One direct from this hen here in the sale. Not really sure what lot number, but I'm sure if you have a look at the list there, you'll see it. Okay, here we go. Yet again, I believe we have another open winner here to handle. What pigeon is this?
This is Abby, and she won the open in 2018. Gerry, she's this year I paired her to a son of Greipel, and she's bred some top federation cards.
Unbelievable. John Hayden, you bred this pigeon and raced by John Hayden at the time, and she won the
first open SKIBBEREEN.
First open SKIBBEREEN. So there you go. Not bad for a race by John Hayden.
She's a daughter of the daughter. She's a granddaughter of the Mealy Kittle.
She's a granddaughter of the Mealy Kittle. She's a beautiful hen. And I tell you, that was a great race today. John win the open with her as well, you know.
The other thing, our father bred 4 first open winners, 3 in Belgium and 1 here, and there's a full brother in the sale of Abby.
What's that coming down in Blue Leo?
No, the Morris cock.
Oh, the Morris cock. I knew he did Morris cock. He bred winners in Germany as well, didn't he? Open winners and things. So before he came,
the Morris cock bred 3 first open winners in Belgium before he came here.
Yeah,
and his first nest here was Abby, and she won the open.
That's unbelievable, isn't it? You know
when we was paired to a daughter of the Mealy Kittle. So the Mealy Kittle, she's a granddaughter of the Mealy Kittle.
And there's a pigeon in the sale, I think.
Same way bred. There's also 2 children in the sale of Abby, paired to a son of Greipel.
So I have to say, in fairness to you, Herbie, all your best pigeons are in this online auction. So she's a lovely. It's nothing better than handling an open winner. You know what I mean? It's really special. You know, fed winners, but open winners are the pinnacle of racing in the South Road Fed. And this hen has done exactly that. Okay, well, I believe we have something very, very special, Herbie.
Gerry, this is a son of the Blue Leo. So we've 2 sons of the Blue Leo here, but the other son bred the 4th best pigeon in the fed. But this pigeon in particular was the grandsire of 2nd, 4th and 10th fed this year in one race for 2 different fanciers.
And these direct children of Blah Leo, as some people call him, is as rare as hen's teeth. He's gone to China. He was sold for a substantial amount of money, and you have 2 direct from the cock. He's unbelievable.
He's a super breeder. His children and grandchildren are winning in a load of different lots.
I think Blue Leo, isn't he the grandsire of Sagan, the national lace pigeon? I think he's responsible for 3 national lace pigeons in Belgium. Blah Leo is, you know what I mean? And this is a direct son of him.
He's in all the Vanderbilt.
No, he's one of the big names, and it's very, very lucky you are to have direct children off this cock, yeah. And you were saying there in one race you got a report of
from 2 different fanciers, 2nd, 4th and 10th fed. When Hayden and Thorpe was actually, we took in the first 25 in the fed, there was 8 pigeons came down from here. 3 for 2 of the fanciers and 5 for Hayden Thorpe.
That's unbelievable, you know, yeah. He's a real, as I said, a very rare thing, one direct from Leo. He's a really nice pigeon. Okay, Herbie, I have to say it was a pleasure handling them pigeons today. Really super team of Vanderbilt's Leo Harmon pigeons. Maybe we'll talk about for the Leo Harmon or the Vanderbilt's pigeons what you actually have here. You've got many direct children of Kittle.
Well, I've 4 direct children of Kittle. I've 4 direct children of Greipel. Grandchildren bred by Vanderbilt. I've also a half brother to the Miracle here, the Snowman,
Blue Leo.
the Blue Leos.
Two direct children of Blue Leo. So you have them all, the principal pigeons.
The main pigeon as well is the D999.
992, Brother of the Good Road. Yeah, you have them.
I also have daughters from Sagan here. One is a
Many daughters have you got from Sagan?
2 daughters from Sagan and I've a son of Sagan.
So you've 3 direct from, say, a national lace pigeon, the same as Kittle,
yeah.
So you've 3 direct from him. You've got them from the Brother of the Good Road. You've got obviously you've got you've a sister or a brother of Kittle who was off the Olympic Rosita paired to the Good Road himself.
The daughters of
996.
Yeah, the daughters of Kittle and daughters of Greipel paired back to the sisters of Olympic Rosita.
So you've won unbelievable. But you have pigeons here as well. You have one here direct from Olympic Rosita who was paired on with the Brother of the Good Road 992.
Yeah.
So that's a half brother to the Kittle you have.
Yeah.
So you've really super pigeons. So if they're bred to win races, can you tell me about some of the performances of the pigeons this year in Dublin? We'd start off in Dublin.
In Dublin we were myself and John were
John Hayden.
John Hayden were overall champions of the Irish South Road Fed. We also won the Young Board champions of the South Road Fed. We had the 2 best pigeons, Young Boards in the Irish South Road Fed. We won the Open in the Fed.
You win Section N.
Section N combined averages, Section N Young Board averages. In the Dublin North East we were Old Board averages, Young Board averages and combined averages. And then in Section T we were combined averages in Section T, Old Board averages in Section T, Young Board averages in Section T and Channel averages in Section T. And the swim club we won all 4 averages as well.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
So that's all the pigeons bred here at the lofts. And then was I told you
Arthur O'Hanlon last year was his first year racing Proudstown Pigeons, and he topped the Ulster Federation twice, and he won 4 club races in the Sportsfield Club in Belfast. This year Artie topped the federation again and he was 2nd open, and he's the Young Board averages, he's the Young Board Fed averages in the Ulster Fed this year.
It's unbelievable. That's really good going. And then I believe Derek O'Neill, who wouldn't be known for sprint racing in the very strong Donecarney Club, win many races at Derek.
Well, Derek was friends with John Hayden, and John said to me Derek was interested in some young boards, and Derek got 20 young boards, and he went on in the Donecarney Club and won 5 young board races and being 2nd federation and won. Plus he the best young board in the Donecarney Club.
So there's winners really nearly getting reported
all the time. Yeah.
All the time. Well, I believe the chap that races the horses, Michael O'Callaghan last year.
Michael O'Callaghan last year, his first year ever racing, he raced 8 races, he won 7 of them and topping the Mid Leinster Fed also with the
it was great to see Michael, but he's dealing with the livestock a long time, so he'd be a good man to test the pigeons. You know, I'm sure he's a busy man racing the horses. So it was great. So anyway, then I done Echo Deacon sale.
Echo Deacon had some great success down from the Blue Leo pigeon that we just saw last.
Yeah, I remember.
And a pigeon called Perfect Lady. Also Pussycat, he done very well with pigeons from Pussycat.
Echo, so that was Echo done really well, because I remember when we were doing the list and your stud come up a lot in the thing. So there's a lot of different people. These are a couple of people we're only thinking of the top of the head. I'm sure there's a lot of other people around winning with the pigeons, you know. So these are really things. So that's overall averages won in the South Row Fed, champion young bird, champion old bird, champion Section N in the South Row Fed, and then your wife races in Section T, and she win all the averages, the team. So yourself and Hayden and Thorpe win them in Section N. Your wife up here racing. I'm sure you give her a little bit of a hand, yeah. But it's great to see, and it's great to see a woman coming. And Sean, I've been here and watched her around the pigeons. I've seen her handling the pigeons, and no disrespect to pigeon men, but I've seen her handling them. She's able to handle the pigeon better than some of the pigeon men that I've seen. You know,
she puts a lot of work into them.
Yeah, of course she does. You know what I mean? She's actually, when we arrived here, she was hosing all around the lofts and doing everything, and I said I thought Herbie does that, you know, but she laughed, so you obviously don't do any of it. But she so it's unbelievable. I have to say that the family of pigeons you have here, you know what I mean, it's no wonder the boys are doing. John Hayden's a long time racing in the South Row Fed. He's been, I think, 3 times runner up for the overall averages. He got a full team of your pigeons this year, and I remember saying, Gerry, all at the one time, it was brilliant, because I've always been saying to John, you're mad at him pigeons all the time, but he had all the pigeons all out, and the rest is history. The damage that John's that the two of you done last year in the South Row Fed. I'd like to get your wife just probably to say a couple of words, because I think she's entitled to a thing, and maybe John Hayden might just say something as well.
Keeps everything secret.
Well, John, I won't ask him any questions. I just want to let his opinion on what he thinks of the pigeons, you know. But okay, we'll come back to that. Okay, joining us now we have Ines. She's the one here that races the pigeons in Section T. She win the overall averages for the last 2 years in Section T, and it's great to see a lady winning all these averages. So she's a very, I've been here before, she's very keen. She's always going around cleaning up, and actually when we arrived today she had a big hose in her hand, hosing the place down, so you know what I mean, and she's had a winning the thing. So these averages are actually, a lot of work goes into winning the averages. So did you enjoy racing the pigeons?
Yeah, of course.
And it was very good to actually win the averages 2 years on the trot. Will you go for your hat-trick this year? Can you win them again next year?
Yeah, I know.
So you reckon a lot of them should change section to get away from you?
Yeah.
No, it's a great achievement, and many races, many forces. Can you remember many actual individual winners? I know you had a lot of winners.
23.
23 forces you had. This year just gone. Is that counting sections and all?
No, it's 17 force sections and 23 force clubs and 17 force sections, I think, Gerry.
That's unbelievable. So you topped the section 17 times.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable, flying by any standard. So what is your favourite pigeon? What's your favourite pigeon?
Tom Jr.
Tom Jr.
Yeah, Tom Jr.
I love the long distance pigeons.
Middle distance.
Middle distance as well.
Yeah. So this is him himself. Is it this pigeon here? Yeah,
Yes.
He's a lovely pigeon. He is.
He's responsible for a lot of good pigeons. We paired him with daughters of Mastodon. We paired him with daughters of Kittle, and all of them come right. Some of these pigeons in Mastodon was one of our best pigeons in Sun City, and then the pigeons with Kittle have done really well here for us, and also down in Section M with John.
So is this a direct son of
That's
Andre Rudolph's?
That's a direct son of Tom, yeah. We've 3 direct sons of Tom, and we've 4 daughters from Tom here.
So you're telling me you've 3 direct sons of Tom and 4 daughters, 7 pigeons direct from Andre Rudolph's famous Tom pigeon. That's unbelievable.
We put a daughter of Tom with a both 2 cock, and they bred us near miss, which we were very unlucky. John only losing it by 6 points to be Fed champion. She was 2nd overall young world champion in 2018.
And did some other the son of Tom breed was it an open winner or something he bred for you this year? The direct son of Tom and Kittle or something, was a pigeon coming down?
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, we've a son of Kittle here,
paired to a daughter
of Tom. So he paired to a sister of this pigeon. that bred the Fed champion. They're doing it at all. They're doing it on the channel for us. They're doing it in the one loft races for us, and they're doing it in both sections for us.
I have to say, Andrei Rudolph, he's a gentleman. I remember doing a few pigeons for him in the Super Six auction, and he phoned me up after the sale, you know, to thank. I thought it was very nice of him to do that.
Every pigeon I bought from Andrei Rudolph has bred me winners.
There you go. So
every pigeon.
And
at a high level, like.
I believe they go very well with the Vanderbilt pigeons for racing if you cross them in, or even for breeding.
The Irish South Road Fed champion this year, Youngboard, is like it'd be a great grandchild of Tom.
Yeah, there you go.
Sheldon.
Yeah, so coming down from the daughter of Tom paired to the
obviously Kittle couldn't pair to Tom, they were two cocks.
Yeah, yeah. But I think the Flanders, they actually got a lot of daughters from Andrei.
Yeah,
joint breeding. The breed
that's
all
where
the
Tom kicked Camelda. I bought her in Sheldon's and Yannick's sale, and in fairness, Sheldon put me onto the two pigeons. Odetta I always knew, and he said I paired it to this Kittlecock, Tom Kit, and straight away, first nest we got Sheldon, Irish South Road Fed champion. So myself and John called the pigeon after Sheldon.
That's great, isn't it? It is great, and it's lovely, as I said, Andrew. And Andrew's having a big clearance sale.
Andrew,
he is, and I'm sure.
Unfortunately, he's clearance sale.
Yeah,
he's a direct.
Well, I think it's a clearance of all these older pigeons. All the older pigeons, and I think the children of Tom, which this is, will make a fortune on the sale.
There's pigeons in the sale with grandchildren of Tom and Kittle, and to be honest with you, John will tell you, I really love the Andrei Rudolph pigeons.
Yeah, and you have 7 direct from Tom himself.
7 direct from
I wonder, has Andrei even got 7 himself direct from Tom? I was looking at his sales list, and the most important thing, you're getting great enjoyment there with the pigeons, and do you be really excited waiting on them coming from the race before they land? Yeah, it's great. Yeah,
as you can see them, she has her binoculars, she watches them from Wales coming in.
And do you go down the club yourself, or do you let Herbie do it?
Well, she did up to this year. I went this year because she had the child, but
congratulations on that. The last time I was with you were actually
last year she was there, and next year she'd be there all the time, but this year was quite awkward
with a small baby. I can imagine. But it's great that you're doing really well racing the pigeons, and then Herbie's racing with John, and their champions up there, your champions up this end of Meath, you know. So it's fantastic. The most important thing that you're enjoying your pigeons.
She got open cards from the first channel race till the French. Every channel race she got open cards.
Well, that can't be grand. And in fairness to you living up here, you know what I mean, if you get a west wind, you know what I mean, you've really no chance.
No, you can only race for your section.
You race for your sectional, but you've done it well. You win the section 17 times this year on its own. That's unbelievable. All I can say is, geez, God love the lads in the section, you know. But and you win the club 23 times. How many races?
Well, I don't know how many is that. We missed, what did we miss in the old boards? 1, maybe 2 races. And the young boards, no, we missed about 2. No, we went away for a weekend, we missed 4 young board races.
That's unbelievable, great flying. But the most important thing, you've good pigeons to work with, and it makes the job a lot easier when you've got the right pigeons. It's like any livestock you're dealing with, and you have the things, and to win the section 17 times, it's unbelievable. And let's hope you get a hat-trick next year, and we'll come up and do another video. So fair play to you anyway, you know. I'll shake your hands only for
Thank
this.
You very much.
Not a problem, not a problem. Fair play to you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Herbie, I have to say I really enjoyed handling all these pigeons super breeding. We've 15 pigeons specially picked by yourself for this unique sale on www.racingpigeon.co.uk/auctions. Just click on Gerry Mccourt then, and I'll bring you into Herbie's 15 pigeons. This could be your ticket to being the champion of your federation or your combine, regardless of whether you race in England, Scotland, Wales, France, Belgium, even you'll win with these pigeons. So would you like to say anything else, Herbie, before we...
Thanks very much for coming up, and I enjoyed it. And I'd like to say the pigeons I picked out for this sale all are lovely handling pigeons, and are all down from these or related to these pigeons.
Yeah, and the sale starts the 30th and at 4 o'clock, and it finishes the 6th of November, Friday the 6th of November at 8 o'clock. So if you want really good pigeons, check it out online.